Friends, we're in Olympic National Park again today for a day hike. We're here at the Obstruction Point Trailhead, where there's a couple of trails that branch out. The one that goes to the left is the Grand Ridge Trail. Goes eventually to Deer Park, and that is about 7.5 miles away. There's a branch down into the Badger Valley about 1/3 of a mile from here, and that takes care of the trails on the left branch. On the right branch, that is a beautiful trail. As you can see, it heads up there along the ridge, and it goes to Grand Lake in about 3.7 miles, Moose Lake 4.2 miles, and up to Grand Pass is almost 6 miles. So those are very, very popular quota camp spots where you have to get reservations all in the popular times of the year to be able to camp at those sites. All right, we're going to head down towards the Grand Ridge Trail, and our goal today, we're going to go up to, we'll eventually go up to Elk Mountain there. So, rather picturesque trail. It is the highest trail in Olympic National Park. It goes way above 6,000 feet. I think I can remember a story of a former co-worker and friend who told me that years ago they came up the Obstruction Point up here on a hike and came up out of this Badger Valley here, and they were just, parched when they arrived here because the climb was so tough. And what they found in the snowbank right in here was a couple of buried bottles of Coca-Cola that they borrowed and refreshed themselves. They were sticking out of a snowbank that was here. There usually is a sign right here that tells you that this goes down to Badger Valley, but this is the way down. You can see the switchbacks, and there's some poor soul climbing up out of that right now. We took the short climb up here to the saddle between Elk Mountain and Obstruction Peak right there. You can walk up to that from the trailhead fairly easily. That is back on the Obstruction Point Road. In the distance, you can see Mount Appleton. That was where the view was from our campsite on the last hike we did last week. And it is a bit windy here, and I apologize for that. This peak is Eagle Point, and that is Mount Angeles. And looking ahead here, we have a party of hikers. Look like that they may be completing a loop because they've got full packs on. And we're right at the intersection of the branch trail that goes down into Badger Valley. They are just about arriving at that right now, the person moving closest to us. I can see the sign as well. We're looking down into the Grand Creek Valley, and the lake at the left is Grand Lake, Used to be known as Etta Lake. And the one on the right is Moose Lake up above it. It has nothing to do with the animal moose. It was named for a person named Moose. I think it was Frank Moose. In any case, I don't recall of what affiliation with the park he had. And then the mountains up on the left, of course, the Cameron Glaciers. The Marmot family is over there. Now beginning our descent now of Elk Mountain, and you can see Obstruction Peak in the foreground there, or the background I guess it would be. And the trail that comes up from Badger Valley is the thing that zigzags up there. Sort of like being on final approach to an airport when you're coming down this mountain. Am I walking past your favorite spot? Yeah, there he is. I'll be on my way so you can go back what you were doing. Well, this is the highest trail in Olympic National Park. We went about 5 miles today. Our low point was back at the head wall there, about 6,000 feet. And we were up at about 6,600 feet when we were on Elk Mountain. So very high as trails go. And what an interesting sight. Party of hikers making their way from right to left. And they're heading up from the Obstruction Point Trailhead. I think that is the group that is heading, that I talked to earlier, is heading to Moose Lake tonight. They started at Deer Park. So some great views, and it's always fun to get up here and hike on the Grand Ridge Trail, get on Elk Mountain. I had a good time today. It's always fun to get out in Olympic National Park, and I hope you enjoyed our visit once again today. Always fun describing it to you, and I hope to do it again soon. Until next time, my friends, you take care.